All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. My name is Alexis Miller. I'm one of the yoga instructors here in Yoga for Caregivers. So, this is our weekly stretch session where we really focus on getting into our bodies, stretching ourselves out, getting ourselves ready for the rest of our day and the rest of our week. So, as we move through practice today, let's keep in mind our boundaries. Notice, where are you ready to extend into postures? Where do you need to modify and come down to the mat, or just find your center posture? Also, keep in mind, I don't often cue water. So if and when you feel thirsty, of course, please feel free to step off your mat, grab that drink, and then join us whenever you feel ready. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and come into our comfortable seat, whether the legs are crossed or straight out in front of us. You can be up on a prop like a block or just down on your mat. It's really whatever you prefer. And we're going to wiggle back and forth, rooting into the sits bones, and then we'll sit up nice and tall. Let's inhale as we bring our shoulders forward and up, and then exhale as we bring them back and down. One more time. Inhale, the shoulders come forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Bringing your hands into a comfortable position, whether on your knees, palms up or down, or in your lap. You can close your eyes if you'd like, or just find an unmoving point and soften your gaze here. So this year, inspiration for our classes is drawn from the Native American medicine wheel, based on Sun Bear's vision. The medicine wheel teaches us about movement and change and offers us insight that will help us learn and grow. The Snow Goose phase of the year happens under the Earth renewal moon. This is appropriate given the beginning of the year serves as a time for renewal for many. Whether you set intentions, create goals, and make plans for the new year, this is a time to reground and connect to what kind of life you truly want to live. To support this, we can cultivate the traits of discipline, self-control, determination, and ambition. As you move through practice, notice how these traits arise for you and consider how you can implement them on and off the mat in the future. So settling in, taking a nice deep inhale through the nose, filling the belly, lungs, and chest with air. And then slowly exhale that breath back out. Take a nice deep inhale, fill the belly, lungs, and chest with air. And then slowly exhale that breath back out. Take another deep inhale as you feel your belly expanding outward, the belly button moving away from the spine. And then exhale as you feel the belly button move in toward the spine, squeezing all of that air out of your body. Inhale as you feel the torso expand and the collarbones gently lift. And then exhale as you feel your shoulders release down and away from your ears. Inhale as you bring air in your nose, down your throat, fill your lungs. And then exhale, allow that air to move out the lungs, up the throat, and out your nose. So continue to breathe deeply here, inhaling and exhaling with intention. Really noticing the breath here and how it serves as its own kind of renewal. Each breath is fresh, it's new, it brings new life into your body. Now, if your mind wanders off, if it gets distracted with thoughts, noises, physical sensations, that's okay. Simply notice that you've gone away and then see if you can turn back to the breath, back to your inhales and your exhales. Now, if it feels right for you, perhaps incorporating a mantra here. Inhale, I reground. Exhale to renew. Inhale, I reground. Exhale to renew. Remaining here with your breath in whatever way best supports you for just a few more moments here today. Take another deep inhale here. Set an intention or a purpose for your practice today, which really can be anything at all, but often answers the question, why did I get on my mat? Take a deep inhale. Feel that intention with the heart and mind. And then exhale that breath out. Set the intention off to the side, knowing we'll return to it toward the end of our practice. Now, if you're sitting on a prop, go ahead and remove that. Set it off to the side here. Legs can be straight or crossed. We're going to warm up our spine. Inhale, arms sweep wide, bring them up overhead. Cast your gaze skyward. Exhale, twist over to the left, right hand to the left knee, left hand behind your body. Curve your head around into a seated twist. Good. We inhale as we return to center, arms up tall. And then exhale, we twist over to the right, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind the body. Curve the head around, seated twist. Inhale as we return to center, arms come tall. Exhale as we twist over to the left again, shoulders down, long spine. Inhale as we come back into center. Exhale, twisting to the right again, staying rooted through the sits bones. Good. Last time each side, inhale, we come into center. Exhale, we twist to the left, really bringing that nose all the way around as far as you're able. And then inhale back into center, last time to the right. Exhale, over. Bring that nose as far around as you're able, bringing that twist into the neck. Good. Inhale, we come into center. Exhale, take that left arm, bring it across the body, either grab the knee or the right thigh, and then exhale, lean across the body here to the left, reaching through those right fingers, seated side bend. So we're doing double work here. We're getting that nice opening through the left side body and a bit of a pull, or right side body, and a bit of a pull through that left arm here. So as you reach through those top fingers here, breathe, stay rooted through both sits bones. All right. Inhale, sweep both arms up overhead. And then exhale, right arm across the body, either grab the left knee or thigh. Exhale, lean over to the right as you reach through those left fingers, seated side bend, opposite side. So again, double duty, pull through the right shoulder, opening through the left side body. We stay rooted through the sits bones as we breathe and really feel into that opening. All right, inhale, we come to center, both arms up tall. Exhale, drop your hands down, roll over your knees or kick your feet out to the side. Let's come into table. So hands beneath shoulders, knees beneath hips, tops of your feet come onto the floor. Now, inhale as we sink the belly, lift the head and the hips coming into cow. Exhale as we press the mat away, lift the back, sink the head and the hips coming into cat. Inhale into cow, sinking the belly, lifting the torso. Exhale into cat, pressing the mat away, shoulder blades separate. Just a couple more rounds here at your own pace. Inhales, nice deep cows. Exhales, nice high cats here. Really try to exaggerate the movements. Bring the movements into your hips, into your shoulders, not just your spine here. This really is a full body stretch in its own way. Feel your hands and your knees really press into the mat in both positions. Good. Let's take one more round, a deep cow here. And then a nice high cat before we inhale into neutral. All right. When we're ready, on the inhale, tuck the toes. On the exhale, we lift the hips right into down dog. Now, this may be the first down dog of the day or week. So we're going to walk our dog, bend one knee and then the other, opening up the backs of our legs. We take a nice deep inhale as we do. And a nice deep exhale. Final deep inhale. And then exhale, we come into stillness, grounding into down dog. Inhale, we look up between the hands here, and then baby step those feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, come right into a halfway lift. So the knees are slightly bent, torso parallel with the floor, back flat, shoulders are down. Hands are on thighs or shins, gaze is toward the mat here. Let's take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, we sink into our forward fold. We tuck the chin, look between the legs. Now, your arms can hang limp. You can palm the mat, or you can bring pinkies to opposite crooks of the elbows. The knees lay slightly bent. You can rock from side to side if that feels good. Really keeping that chin tucked as you reach the crown of the head toward the floor, looking back between your legs here. Take a couple nice deep breaths here. On the next inhale, come back into stillness. Release the hands toward the floor. Bend the knees nice and generously on the exhale. Now, on the following inhale, sweep your arms out wide, bring them up overhead, cast your gaze skyward before exhaling your hands into heart center. Good. Now, in the line of renewal here, we're going to do a couple sun salutations here. I find this to be a really great practice to do at the beginning of the year, especially in January, or just anytime you're feeling like you need to kind of flush out your system and renew, like along with our theme here today. All right. So we'll take it step by step. I'm with you each step of the way. All right. So at the top of your mat here, we're going to inhale, sweep our arms wide, bring them up overhead, and then exhale, swan dive down into a forward fold here. Inhale, we come right into a halfway lift, a nice flat back. And then exhale, we bend the knees, plant the hands, step back into plank. So our hands are beneath our shoulders. The balls of our feet are beneath our heels. We're one long line from shoulders to heels. If you'd like to modify, you can always drop the knees, but keep those hips at an angle instead of over the knees. So you're working your abs here. Okay. Let's take a nice deep inhale here. And then exhale, let's go ahead, bend at the elbows, come all the way down to the mat and untuck your toes. Good. Inhale, plant your elbows beneath the shoulders, and then press into the mat with the forearms and palms, lift the gaze and chest coming into Sphinx. So your shoulders are down, elbows are drawing in toward the body, gaze and chest are forward and proud. Notice, are you clenching your glutes? If you are, release. This is not a buns of steel class. Tops of the feet are on the floor here. Good. Let's take a couple deep breaths here together. Deep inhale. Exhale, let's go ahead and come back down to the mat. Bring the hands beneath the shoulders, using knees or pressing straight up. Inhale, let's come into our plank, and then exhale, press into down dog. Inhale, look up between the hands. Let's baby step our feet to the top of the mat. Come right into a halfway lift. Nice flat back. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, sweep those arms all the way up on the inhale, and then exhale into your heart center. You've got it. Inhale, arms come up tall. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, right into a halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, plant your hands, step back into plank. Good, wherever you are, nice deep inhale. And then exhale, bend at the elbows, come all the way down to the mat, untuck the toes. Now, you can come back into Sphinx. Couple options. You can inhale, lift the torso here. Hands do minimal work, just a gentle press, baby cobra. Gaze is toward the floor. You're nice and long through the neck. Or big cobra. Press into the hands beneath the shoulders. Lift the torso tall here. So if you find yourself doing one of these, go ahead, shrug the shoulders down away from the ears. Bend the elbows slightly, tuck them into your sides. Again, we're releasing the glutes, tops of the feet are on the floor. Let's take a couple breaths here together. Deep inhale. Exhale, let's go ahead and come back down to the mat. Inhale, plank, using knees are coming straight up. And then exhale right into your down dog. Inhale, look up between the hands, step or walk to the top of your mat, halfway lift, nice flat back. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, flatten the back. We reverse swan dive, arms sweep wide and up. Exhale right into heart center. Good. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, we swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale right into that halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back into plank. Good. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, bend at the elbows, lower all the way down to the mat. Good. Untuck the toes. Now, inhale, Sphinx, baby cobra, big cobra, or up dog. For up dog, we press into the hands, lift the torso, and then press into the tops of the feet, lift the thighs. Shoulders are down, elbows slightly bent, gaze forward and proud. Good. Now, if you're in up dog or big cobra, you can tuck the toes on the inhale. Exhale, flip over the feet coming into down dog. Otherwise, for everyone else, you can lower back down to the mat, inhale into plank, exhale into down dog. All right. Options, not requirements here. All right. Inhale, look up between the hands, step or walk to the top of the mat, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, flatten the back, reverse swan dive, arms sweep wide and up. Exhale into heart center. So we're going to do a few more rounds here together. In that back bend there, Sphinx Cobra Up Dog, we're just going to take one breath and keep moving. So we're going to build a little heat, and this is where the renewal process comes in, all right? So take it as it comes for you. If I'm moving too fast, please feel free to move at your own pace, and we will meet up whenever we come to the end, okay? So coming to the top of your mat here, inhale, we sweep our arms wide. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, step into plank. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, Sphinx, Cobra, or Up Dog. And then exhale, let's come back into down dog here. Inhale, look up between the hands, step or walk to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, flatten the back, reverse swan dive, our arms sweep wide and up. Exhale into heart center. Nice work. Inhale, arms tall. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back into plank. Good. Inhale here, core is engaged. Exhale, come all the way down to the mat. Inhale, Sphinx, Cobra, or Up Dog. And then exhale into your down dog, really moving with your breath here. Inhale, look up between the hands, step or walk to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, flatten the back, reverse swan dive, arms sweep wide and up. Exhale into heart center. Last one here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back into plank. Inhale, core engaged. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Inhale, Sphinx, Cobra, or Up Dog. Exhale into your down dog. Good. Hang out here for a moment. Take a nice deep breath. Shoulders down. Press the chest toward the thighs. Heels reach toward the floor. Gaze is toward the toes, and all 10 pads of your fingers are gently gripping your mat. Good. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale, drop the knees, untuck the toes. Let's sink back into a child's pose, all right? Hips come onto the heels. We elongate the arms. Forehead comes down to the mat. If your forehead does not reach, you can stack your arms rested on the forearms. You can also always grab a prop and rest your head down on a prop. If you like, those arms can be extended, or you can sweep them around to your feet for embryo. Knees can be tucked beneath you, or you can send them out wide here. It's really whatever feels good for your anatomy. So wherever you are, let's just take a moment here, check in with the body, notice what's present. Is there a particular sensation that's calling your attention? And if there is, where in your body does it reside? Just noticing. You don't need to change or judge your experience, but instead really draw your attention inward and notice, what is it like to be you in this moment here today? Let's take one more deep inhale. Exhale, we let that breath go. On the next inhale, we come on up onto our hands and knees and make our way into a seated position here. Good. Now we're actually going to come down onto our back. So if you need to towel off, grab a drink of water, put on socks or a jacket for finer relaxation, now is your moment. We will not sit up for the rest of our practice here today. All right. So when you feel ready, let's go ahead and come down onto our backs. Tuck the knees into the chest, wrap the arms around the legs, maybe give ourselves a little hug. Practice well done. Little counter posture here, a little bit of a rock from side to side, roly-poly action will give that low back a massage, but you can certainly stay in stillness if you prefer. Good. And then go ahead and come into stillness. Drop the soles of the feet down to the floor here. Now, we're going to take that right ankle and cross it over the left knee, creating a figure four. Arms come out to a T. And then on the exhale, allow the legs just as they are. Ankle and knee are glued together. We're going to allow our legs to fall over to the left side here. Ooh. So if you're like me, you're getting a nice deep stretch on the outside of that right hip, gentle twist through the spine. Let's just take a couple breaths here together, gently pressing into that left elbow to keep the right shoulder blade on the floor. All right. Inhale, bend that left elbow, press into that arm as you bring the legs up into center. Just a little leverage here. Uncross the legs, and then bring that left ankle to the top of the right knee. Create that figure four. And again, legs stay glued together as they are, and allow the legs to fall over to the right this time. That left sole of the foot comes to the floor. So again, if you're like me, you've now got a nice deep stretch right here in the outside of that left hip here. Good. Gently press into that right elbow to keep the left shoulder onto the floor. And let's breathe here. I could stay here forever, but let's go ahead and bend that right elbow. Press into that arm as you bring the legs back up into center. Gently uncross the legs here. You've got it. Good. Now, if you'd like for fun and relaxation, you can stay here. This feels really good for some people's low back. Option is to allow the knees to fall out wide, soles of the feet together, recline bound ankle. You can extend one foot, keeping that other foot in, coming into fallen tree. You can extend both legs for finer relaxation. You can also lay on your side or come onto your belly. Or if you prefer to sit for this final part of our practice, you're welcome to do that as well. So really just finding a position that feels as comfortable as is possible for your body here today, and then allowing yourself to settle in. As you do, begin to notice here the breath. Notice how fast or slow it has become, how deep or shallow. Notice the quality of the in-breath, and then the quality of the out-breath. Allow yourself just to ride the wave of your breath here, that gentle movement in and out, in and out. Now, if you find that the mind wants to wander off on a thinking adventure, that's okay. See if you can return to that breath, return to the in and out. If it's helpful, coming back to our mantra we use at the beginning of practice. Inhale, I reground. Exhale to renew. Inhale, I reground. Exhale to renew. Remaining here with your breath in whatever way best supports you. I'm going to get quiet for these final few moments of practice so you can have them to yourself. Excuse me. Please know that I'm watching the time and I respect yours, and I will be sure to let you out of this posture before the end of practice. So please feel free to let go, step back. Just rest right here in the space of renewal, this cleansing, open space. True happiness is a life with few desires, few possessions, and the time to enjoy the many wonders in us and around us. Bringing your awareness back to this space, taking a deep inhale through the nose, filling the belly, lungs, and chest with air, before slowly exhaling your breath back out. Take another deep inhale as you begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your arms and legs, just gently waking your body back up. When it feels right for you, rolling onto one side, pause there with an arm or a hand beneath your head. It's here that I invite you to bring back to mind your intention or your purpose for today's practice, which really could be anything at all, but often answers the question, why did I get on my mat? Take a final deep inhale here as you make your way on up into a seated position. So finding that comfortable seat, rooting into the sits bones, sitting up nice and tall. We inhale, bring the shoulders forward and up, and then we exhale them back and down. Hands come into a comfortable position, whether on your knees, in your lap, or at heart center, closing the eyes if you'd like. We take a moment to express gratitude for yet another lovely day here on earth, and for our bodies that allow us to do so many things, including yoga. Excuse me. Thank you all so much for allowing me to guide you through this practice today. It was a joy and an honor, and I hope to be able to do so again in the future. The light in me, it sees the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here for this weekly stretch session with Yoga for Caregivers. Again, my name is Alexis Miller. You can find me here every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Make sure to mark your calendar and set an alarm so you don't forget to tune in, to stretch out, get ready for your week. And make sure to follow Yoga for Caregivers on all the different platforms where you can find us: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. That's where you can keep up with our updates and find other resources offered by other volunteers like myself. So thank you once again for joining me, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope to see you next time. Bye.